It feels like forever, right? It's just a few months since football season, since the Super Bowl happened, but pretty cool, right, to spend this day. And it's done pretty well with these halftimes. I believe the last one was a push. I haven't checked my account yet. I haven't had time. I've been doing all the videos for the site. That's why the wardrobe change, right? Yeah, I'd like to thank my nephews, Jake and Drew, for getting all those videos up like they do every day. And you can see we have all of them up for tomorrow. So we are ready to go. But hopefully you guys are having a great day. Let me see if I can see the comments. I don't see anything coming through yet. So I'm sure you guys are there, though. And let's get to it and see what's going on here for the second half. It was a really bad end to the second half for Syracuse, who had played fairly well through the first half of that game. And then all of a sudden, boy, Houston turned it on. And this is kind of what I was afraid of on the morning show before we saw it. But let's see what we see in the action here. And, I've been back and forth on this game to begin with. So not a game that I loved, that's for sure. So let's see where we're at. Well, we've been doing halftime shows for years. I know Ron Elston is fairly new to our community, but we've been doing halftime shows forever. And we do every week of the NFL season. We do tons of college games. We do all the big events. We've been doing these live halftime shows forever. So Syracuse is +1 here for the second half. That would make them +11.5 for the game. Just -105 at that +1 too. So a lot of people scared off with that Houston run at the end of the half there. Yeah, I think betting $25,000 on Syracuse money line is probably not the best move in the world. But hey, the game's far from over. We saw 2 games so far. The last 2 games, the team that was trailing at the half won the game outright. So we saw Arkansas come back and win that game. We saw Arkansas come back and win that game against Oral Roberts, and we saw Baylor come back, win and cover against Villanova. So certainly not over this game, but certainly not where they want to be either. But this has been a joy to do this today. I like doing the first show with Romanelli. I don't mind doing it myself. I've done these myself. I've done it with Ann. I've done them with Rod before. I've done them with Brian before. I've done halftimes with, a lot of different people over the years. And, most of the time I do them by myself, just with you guys, and I'm fine with it. So let's see if we can find some value here. I think the total here at 72.5. I think the under is our play here. I don't really love the one. I could see it going either way, just like this whole game. I didn't love this game to begin with, but I think that the total 72.5 is a ton. There was only 50 scored in the first half of the game. I don't think Syracuse is all of a sudden going to go on a run here and start burying shots, and I don't think Houston is either. I think it's going to be both teams were supposed to win. They were down. This game is opposite. What the hell does that mean? Some help from the audience. I have no idea what that means. I mean, whatever. Anyways, the under was a lock. Yeah, easy to say now. Where was your comment in our Facebook group before the game? That's all I got to say. If it was such a lock, where's your video saying that? It's like, I hate the word lock, and I hate people that make picks after the game is over, because I am 100%. I have never lost a game that I've got to pick after it was over. Never. I have a sign. Look, it's even signed at the bottom. There it is. I don't know if Houston has figured out the zone, but Syracuse has not figured out anything. See, this is what we talked about on the the line isn't an indication that a team is supposed to win or lose. The line is just there to bet. The line, I see what you're saying. But the line is just there. The line is not saying who's supposed to win. The line is just there to balance out betting action. It is not an indicator of who's going to win or lose. The line is just a number put out there to level betting action. That's all it is. I was working, so I get to pick games after it was over. I've been working 20-hour days for the last 15 years. Somehow we managed to do it. Anyways, I certainly don't brag about games that we didn't get picks out or talk about like how easy it was. It's sad. Anyways, get back to this one. I think that, like I said, the better play here is probably the under for the second half. I know that like what we saw in the first game where the game was very, very much an under in the first half, then we saw a second half over. Very possible here. I never loved this game. Now we're at 72.5 for the second half, and still that -1 and +1. I don't love this one. Of all the games today, I'd say I like this one the least. I don't agree with you, Ron. I think that's not a good comment. Not true. What we saw was a game that was tied with like 4 minutes left to go in the half, and now it's a 10-point game. So how could someone be eating someone's lunch? How could something be done? How could something be locked? We're talking about 4 minutes out of a 20-minute half that's separating these two teams. It just doesn't make any sense at all to make, and if you can tell me exactly how you get that out of 16 minutes of even basketball and 4 minutes of not even basketball, I'd love to hear it. Fire up your camera and set up a live show of your own. And I'd love to hear how you get to that. But I don't know. I am Mitchie Pucks now, man. I am on a 4-game heater on our live show, picking NHL games, including my Buffalo Sabres on the puck line today. We got plus money on the puck line with the Sabres today against the Boston Bruins. But yeah, it's halftime. It's been a great day. My second half pick is a lean to the under in this game, but that's about it. We've got 4 good games tomorrow. All my videos are up. I gave out totals on the first 2 games because I'm going to have premium picks on those games. And then the last 2 games, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I gave out picks on those games for tomorrow. I love tomorrow's card. I don't love that Oregon USC game. I think that's the one that you stay the hell away from. Either you take Oregon or you don't bet it, is the way that I feel about that one. The other ones, I'm not sure. The Sabres hit so long ago. It does feel like yesterday, right, on a Saturday. It's weird because it's not a ton of games for a Saturday, right? It's like it's not one of those big Saturday cards, but it's like there's enough meat on the bone that's kept us busy. That's for sure. And tomorrow is even a smaller card. Tomorrow, just 4 NBA, 6 college basketball. I have no idea how much hockey because I don't pay that much attention to it. But, yeah, it feels like there's a lot more games going on than there actually is. That's for sure. But it does seem like a long time ago. It's weird. I guess I'm just so used to the Saturday grind. I think I've just been doing it for so long. It's crazy. Just looking at all the stuff. But anyways, our pick's going to be on the under here. I have to tell you, my voice gets kind of shot by the end of the day from doing all the videos and then adding in the 4 live shows. So I'm going to call this one short. I appreciate all you guys. I've loved spending the day with you. We're going to do it again tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can get some guys to join me, maybe for a show here, a show there. See if I can round up the troops. And if not, I'll do it myself again. But, Jack Eichel, I'm sure he's got a few $1,000,000 to make him feel a little better. But anyways, thanks everyone for joining me all day today. It's been a great day as always. And I will see you guys at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning with Bittler, Romanelli, and Rod Zawacki, who I'm sure wants a little revenge on me for the puck action today. Rod has gotten the best of me plenty of times, so I don't think he's too concerned. But anyways, have a great night, everyone. Thanks again. And I wish we had, I think tomorrow night's last game, I think it's probably going to be similar to this too with that Oregon USC. I think it's going to be an absolute dogfight. But All right, we'll see what happens in this one. I wouldn't count the Cuse out here yet, but at the same time, we know Houston is underrated, so they got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder too, which I always like. But have a great night, everyone. I will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thanks again.